Right, we've got some big breaking news, and it comes from Manchester United. Our reporter Daniel Kahn has joined us on set. Daniel, what is this big breaking news?
This is huge news for Manchester United, Tom. They are close to an agreement with Brighton and Hove Albion for the signing of midfielder Carlos Baleba, someone they have long admired for well over 12 months. Very much they looked at him in the last 12 months. Last summer, they inquired about him again in January. They are very close to agreeing a fee with Brighton. We don't think personal terms will cause any issues. That should be done very swiftly. And they also have a 5-year contract ready for Baleba. We expect him to undergo medical in the next 24 to 48 hours and travel to Manchester to undergo that medical. And this is felt like it's come out of nowhere, I must say. You know, when you consider where Manchester United have been in the last few weeks in terms of being close to looking at left back, and were they going to look at that midfielder? But now it seems the breaking news is Manchester United very close to agreeing a fee with Brighton for the signing of Carlos Baleba.
He's a deep-line midfielder, very technically gifted, but it's his passing ability that will excite our fans the most, both short and long-range passing. He rarely gives the ball away. He's in the sort of the top percentiles for ball retention, but also the number of balls he plays forward as well. So it's not just, you know, keeping hold of the ball, but also passing it in the right way to start attacks as well. So
it's a difficult situation. I think unfortunately there are some certain realities within the game, within the Premier League, and I think it was just within football. I think when Newcastle have pushed since the takeover, they've done all these great things, absolutely. And they've been in the Champions League. But the 1 year you're not in the Champions League, a lot of players don't have patience. And they've had some PSR issues. They've had some financial issues. Well, they're also not a club that can just spend and spend and spend and spend. So you have to balance the books. And maybe this is a case of balancing the books by having to sell some of these players and reinvest in some other assets, make some money, make some profit, and then look again to the future and kick on again. So it's a very difficult situation for them. You know, I think ultimately if the wants to leave and thinks he's achieved everything he can and it's time to move on.
Manchester United fans are buzzing after fresh reports surrounding Carlos Baleba and his alleged move to Old Trafford. Red Circle Fire, the highly rated Cameroon international, has been strongly linked with Manchester United, and an emotional statement attributed to the midfielder has sent supporters into a frenzy. "I have always loved Manchester United, I'm happy to be here." Baleba has quickly established himself as one of the most exciting young midfielders in the Premier League. His combination of physical strength, athleticism, defensive aggression, composure and progressive ball carrying makes him a fascinating potential addition to Manchester United's midfield. For a team looking to build a stronger and more competitive midfield, Baleba could offer a completely different dimension. His ability to win possession, carry the ball through pressure and cover significant ground could provide greater energy and intensity in the center of the pitch. Under Michael Carrick, the potential arrival of Baleba could become an important part of Manchester United's rebuilding project. His physical presence could allow the midfield to become more aggressive, while his ability to drive forward with the ball could help United transition quickly from defense into attack. The excitement among supporters is understandable, but it is important to remember that transfer reports and attributed statements should be treated cautiously until an official announcement is made by Manchester United, Baleba or his current club. If the reported move eventually becomes reality, Baleba could have the opportunity to establish himself as one of the key figures in United's new era. At just the beginning of his career, his potential, power and playing style could make him a major midfield star at Old Trafford. Could Carlos Baleba be the dominant midfield presence Manchester United fans have been waiting for? The possibility has certainly created huge excitement among the Red Devils faithful. Red Circle Soccer Ball.